Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 410 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. In past The Athletic Scholarship Podcast episodes, I have referenced the cornerstone of Recruit Me, the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. The Recruit Me 3.0 system includes a 200-plus page manual and includes a workbook and worksheets. I have covered the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship in various past episodes, and also the 10 myths about athletic scholarships and frequently asked questions about recruiting. Today's episode are readings from the Recruit Me 3.0 manual. You will hear what is on pages 81, 82, and 83 that cover the topic of choosing the right camps and showcases during your recruitment, and then the topic of parent-athlete teamwork in the recruiting process from pages 91, 92, and 93. Then there is a reading from page 97 about junior colleges, sometimes called JUCOs. And then on pages 104 and 105 of the Recruit Me 3.0 manual, you hear about the importance of academics in your recruitment. Find out more about the Recruit Me 3.0 system on recruit-me.com. Let's jump into pages 81, 82, and 83 of the Recruit Me 3.0 manual. Choose the right camp and showcases. Question: a lot of my friends are going to camps held at different colleges. Some are going to showcases where coaches will show up to evaluate players. How important are these in getting recruited? Well, there is no substitute for a coach seeing you compete in person. That's when you get an honest evaluation and a good idea whether you fit into the program. Camps, showcases, combines, and recruiting tournaments can be an excellent opportunity, but you can go broke attending them. You have to be selective because they will run anywhere from $300 to $750 each, plus travel and expenses. You can't afford too many at that price. Camps can be good for instruction and exposure. Let's talk about camps first. These are good recruiting tools for colleges, but are just fundraisers for most. In most cases, you will pick up some good instruction, but for the price, that's not the primary reason for you attending. You want to show the coaches how well you perform, and you might get to know them on a personal level too. If you end up going to their school, that helps. Camps can last from 1 day to 1 week. At the multiple-day camps, there are often coaches from several schools there as instructors to handle the large number of athletes. That's good because you can be seen by schools that you may not have known anything about. You get to know coaches, and your interest level may shift to a school that you may not have been interested in. In addition, coaches from different levels may be there, which also widens the opportunities. A camp also helps you see how you compete against better competition that you may be facing during a season. In most cases, athletes who show up for camps are usually from all over the country or region. At a camp, there will be instruction time and competition. There is also a lot of interaction with coaches, which is far better than a weekly phone call or a letter. You can get to know a lot about the coach, such as his or her abilities, character, and coaching style. I recommend that you go to a camp at the schools where you are very interested in attending, or a camp where a coach from a school that you are interested in will be instructing. An exception would be to attend a camp where there are many coaches so you can get a lot of exposure. You have to be selective, though, because it can be a very expensive process. Showcases allow more coaches to see you. Showcases and combines are supposed to be open to only select athletes. You have to be recommended, so to say, but some showcases work off mailing lists and will accept non-recommended athletes. My sons attended a showcase, and that's where they were spotted by the coach of the school that they were recruited to. So for them, it was a good move. However, showcases do not allow for much individual exposure because there are so many athletes. For instance, at a baseball showcase, you may get 15 batting practice pitches, run the 60, take infield practice, and play a couple scrimmages with a few at-bats. All this for a very steep cost, with hardly enough exposure to give coaches a chance to look at you in depth. The advantage of a showcase is that there may be a lot of coaches there, which is an excellent situation. Let coaches know that you will be there. If you are interested in a particular school and you know the coach will be at the showcase, alert him or her in advance so you can be looked at during the showcase. The NCAA recruiting rules do not allow coaches to talk to you at the showcases, but they can look. You'll see them making notes on a clipboard or an iPad or a laptop. If you let them know in advance, your name will already be on their list. Keep in mind, another great way to be seen by coaches of schools you are interested in is to let them know when you will be competing in their area. And that's free. That reading was from pages 81, 82, and 83 of the Recruit Me 3.0 System Manual. Now you get to hear about parent-athlete teamwork from pages 91, 92, and 93. Parent-athlete teamwork. The recruiting journey is one that you should take as a family, if at all possible. Parents have an important role, as does the student-athlete. This is not a sprint, but a marathon, and you will need each other for encouragement, support, and sharing the workload. If you are a student-athlete, here are the things that you should focus on. Number 1, your academics. We can't tell you how important this is. You can literally eliminate yourself from a scholarship opportunity by getting into grade trouble. However, you can lift yourself above the other scholarship prospects by excelling in academics. Do the best job you can. That's all anyone can ask. Number 2, become a better athlete. The more skilled you become, the greater your chances of being noticed and getting a scholarship. There's no doubt about it. This is a competitive field. Other athletes in your sport are working on getting better, and you need to stay ahead of as many of them as possible. The amount of work you put into improving will indicate how serious you are about competing past high school. Although you can't do all things we list, you can pick 1 or 2. Attend instructional camps. Take lessons. Watch instructional videos. Video your performance and study it. Find someone who will mentor you in your sport. When it stops being fun, then it's probably time to give up the sport and pursue other interests. Number 3, communicate with coaches. Be sure to write letters and send emails. Provide coaches with updates after every season. Write or call if they write or call you. If you stop communicating with them, they will assume that you are no longer interested. You want to keep your options open until you are certain that you are not interested in that school. Usually that will come in the final months before you make your decision. Number 4, ask a parent or an adult mentor to help you through the process. You need someone on your team, preferably a parent. However, if that is not possible, then find someone that can help you succeed. It is too tough and too long to go through it yourself, and you need to find someone you can ask advice and actually help you do some of the letter writing and tracking of communications. As for the parents, number 1, be an encourager. Your son or daughter will need this. There will be a lot of ups and downs. He or she will be pursued by some coaches and rejected by others. You'll have to help your child keep a positive attitude and move forward. Number 2, handle the administration. Take the leadership in drafting the emails, letters, profiles, and questionnaires. Help to send them out. Do not do all the work yourself, but work as a team with your son or daughter. With all the communications to so many coaches, your child cannot do it all and still compete athletically and academically. And over time, you will have to keep a good record of the communications with the coaches. The Recruit Me system shows you how to do that. Number 3, discuss the process with your son or daughter. Find out what's going through his or her mind along the way. Get an idea of his or her interest in certain schools. Work through it together and narrow down your choices. If you work together as a team, each carrying out his or her role, the whole process will be less stressful. Key points for parent-athlete teamwork. The student-athlete's focus should be on academics, improving athletically, and communicating with coaches. The parent's focus should be on encouraging your son or daughter and handling the administration. Things to discuss. How can we work most effectively as a team on this project? The parent-athlete teamwork dynamic is very important in your recruitment, and the information from pages 91, 92, and 93 give you a good start. Now, page 97 gives you information about JUCOs. Recruit Me and junior colleges. Sometimes student-athletes fall short of academic requirements of a 4-year school at which they'd like to compete. If their grades keep them out of a 4-year school, I recommend considering attending a junior college while they work on raising their grades, and they continue to play their sport while they're there. It is not well known that scholarships are available at some junior colleges for some sports. So whether you're pursuing a junior college scholarship or just looking for the best place to compete, the Recruit Me system can help you. Your steps of action are still the same, whether you are seeking to be recruited by a 4-year school or a 2-year school. The governing body is the National Junior College Athletic Association, NJCAA, and their website is njcaa.org. Member colleges are accredited 2-year institutions. The NJCAA is comprised of 3 divisions, with scholarships offered only at Division I and Division II levels. Division I colleges may offer full scholarships, and Division II may offer partial scholarships, tuition or fees, and books. There are not as many Division I or Division II junior colleges, so a student must be very competitive athletically and academically to receive a junior college scholarship. Note: students who attend junior college with the intention of transferring to a 4-year college, perhaps with an athletic scholarship, must be certain that their course credits will transfer, as not all will. Junior colleges are an important option in many recruiting journeys. Page 97 introduces you to this option. The last reading today covers the importance of academics in your recruitment and comes from pages 104 and 105 of the RecruitMe 3.0 System Manual. The importance of your academics. You may be one of the best athletes in the area, but if you do not perform in the classroom, you will disqualify yourself from many schools. The coaches won't even look at you if you fall well below the standards at his college or university. He'd be wasting his time by trying to recruit someone he couldn't get admitted because of grades. To increase your chances of an athletic scholarship, do yourself a favor. Be a first-class student. Do your best. I think you know in your heart what best means for you. Excel in the classroom just as you excel as an athlete, and you will open up huge opportunities. With good grades and a good SAT or ACT score, you will beat out competitors with lesser grades and scores. As an athlete, you have extra time pressures that most students don't have to face. You have practices, personal workouts, road trips, and competitions that cut into your time available to study. If you also have a job, then your study time is very restricted. But you also have an advantage over other students. To rise to the level you've attained as a top athlete, you've already learned to discipline yourself, to follow a plan, and to press on even if you don't really want to. That is one of your advantages. Key points on the importance of academics. Coaches won't consider you, no matter how good you are, if your academics fall well below the standards of their school. When you excel in the classroom, you open up possibilities and you have an advantage over other student athletes competing for the same scholarship. Things to discuss. How do you feel about your current academic situation and your grades? Parent, how do you feel? If necessary, what can be done to improve? Are there any study habits that could be better? What are your academic goals? One of the main reasons the ideal time to start getting education about recruiting as you enter your freshman year of high school is that you can understand and take advantage of the academic advantages you get when you have good grades and test scores in high school that help you in the recruiting game. These 4 chapters you heard in today's episode are just a few of the great recruiting tools you get in the RecruitMe 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. Here is a peek into the RecruitMe 3.0 Manual Table of Contents. An introduction into athletic scholarships and you. The 10 myths about athletic scholarships. Step 1 to an athletic scholarship. Select the right schools to contact. Step 2, write a great email or cover letter. Step 3, create your own one-page player profile. Step 4, build your own questionnaire. Step 5, track your communications. Step 6, send one-page updates. A section on when and how to use video. The section we talked about today, choose the right camps and showcases. Another chapter on how to register with the NCAA Eligibility Center. Today's subject, parent-athlete teamwork. There's a chapter on foreign students, and like we talked about today, RecruitMe and junior colleges, and also homeschool students. Today we finish with the importance of your academics. The RecruitMe 3.0 manual gives you Step 7, make your school choice wisely. Also, it has a chapter on advice from RecruitMe families, and sections on the importance of stats for each sport, questions to ask a coach, frequently asked recruiting questions, NCAA recruiting rules, and NAIA recruiting rules and eligibility, and then the manual finishes off on how to study and make the most of your time, with information on the process of study, strategies, taking examinations, writing themes and reports, and powerful study tips. It is always nice to get a rating and a review on the Athletic Scholarship Podcast episodes. Please rate or review the Athletic Scholarship Podcast on your favorite podcast app, and send me any input or subjects that you want to hear by emailing me at Brent, B-R-E-N-T, at recruit-me.com. I got a review from a local friend of mine. This is what Brandon had to say. I just finished up all your podcasts. Very good. You've got the face for radio. I like how you talk about yourself and your 2 kids' experiences. Scott's interview was good and gave insight to the portal. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week on the Athletic Scholarship Podcast.